Live from the local station, this is Weather Authority Weekday.
Good morning. Welcome to another Weather Authority Weekday. I am so happy to be with you today because I really want to help keep you safe. We've got a lot going on in the way of heat. It's going to be another day where we're highs in the 90s, feels like it's in the hundreds, but it's not as bad as yesterday, and I think that's a win. We had that extreme heat warning yesterday. Today, we do not have that warning. So we're looking at a heat advisory from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m., and that's still a big deal in its own right. So your high temperatures are in the mid to upper 90s. Heat index is from 108 to 112 degrees, and you will want to stay hydrated. As I always tell you, limit strenuous activity outside with you, the kids, and the pets. If you have air conditioning, use it, foot the bill. And I know that's hard, to do, but you got to do it to stay safe. Fans don't always work. And wear light-colored clothing, lightweight clothing. It'll really help you out. But the whole area is under a heat advisory from 11 to 7. So your extreme heat risk continues. Dangerously high temperatures and heat index values continue today. You want to stay hydrated and cool and never leave anyone or any pets in the cars. So we're looking at big problems there. We're from the major to extreme risk. And I really just want to say, if you don't take care of yourself, this could be deadly, okay? Yesterday was worse, yes, but today's one we've really got to keep an eye on and pay attention, okay? Today's forecast high temperatures and rain chances are there. I had a storm so bad at my house in Avondale yesterday, it knocked my power out. I had no time for that, but, it did. And so they're that bad. They're that bad. The wind was bad. It lasted about 25 minutes. Got out of there, but it was a real soaker. And that's exactly what will happen today, these pop-ups. We had the sea breeze at play yesterday, though, so I know a bunch of the beaches were able to stay fairly dry. Bruce Hamilton was saying he didn't see anything in the way of rain or storms, which is great. So as you look at your thunderstorm outlook, I will say that today it's a little more possible that we could see some afternoon showers and storms moving in. So your isolated strong and afternoon storm risk is greatest in the orange shaded area. So it looks at this point, earlier this morning it didn't look as likely, but now as we're looking ahead, I'm always checking the National Weather Service, like the beaches could see a couple of showers and storms. Strong storm hazards, wind gusts up to 50 miles an hour, localized flooding with the rainfall, and frequent lightning strikes out there. Thunderstorm timing, general storms 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. and strong storms 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. So we'll be watching for that. As we continue to look at your weekend flood risk, yes, it's going to be high. Southeast Georgia and Northeast Florida near the I-10 corridor. Look at the charts here and it'll show you that slight risk is really over a lot of Georgia and then the marginal risk is over a lot of Florida. So periods of heavy rain expected Saturday into Sunday. Expect totals about 2 to 4 inches, locally as high as 6 inches, and flooding of low-lying and poor drainage area. Travel hazards include slick roads and blinding downpours. So that is a big, big issue out there. Continuing to look at your NHC outlook, good news, tropics are snoozing. We don't have anything in our area likely for the next 7 days. It'll become a little more conducive for development, I'm sure, as we get moving here. But right now, we are snoozing. We're in good shape and nothing to track. So we'll keep eyes on it and, we're going to keep you updated. As we merge to the beach camera, we are looking here at a sandy, beautiful day. Blue skies out there. Get out and enjoy it. But I do want to show you one more time that heat advisory graphic. I think it's really necessary that you know that the whole area is under that heat advisory. We do have that heat at play with the humidity that's going to help those feels like temperatures rise. And again, the sea breeze was really in effect yesterday, but today now it's looking more like the beaches could actually see some activity. So we'll keep eyes on that and keep you updated. We're going to be back with more right after this. Welcome back to Weather Authority Weekday. It is a hot day out there and things have shifted a bit. We are likely to see some activity on the beaches today as thunderstorms are concerned. We're looking at a heat advisory from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. as well. And, these heat index temperatures, feels like temperatures, 108 to about 112 degrees. Alerts are in effect. And the high temps are in the mid to upper 90s. The heat advisory is for everybody across our viewing area in Northeast Georgia and Northeast and North Central Florida and Southeast Georgia. It's been a long morning, been on air a long time. Let's continue. And so from 11 to 7, we'll be aware of that. But now I want to talk to you a little bit about heat stroke in dogs. This just broke my heart. You guys know, okay? Let's roll that video if we can.
This is Red Velvet. She suffered from heat stroke after being left outside in the summer heat. Heat stroke in animals can happen fast and can be deadly. Look for signs like heavy panting, drooling, bright pink or purple gums, disorientation, or collapsing. Dogs can't cool off like humans. Without shade or water, they're at a serious risk. Red Velvet is now recovering, safe, cared for, and getting stronger every day. If you see an animal in distress from the heat, contact your local animal shelter or animal control. Your call could save a life.
If you see an animal out there that's suffering from what could likely be a heat stroke, please call your local animal shelters. It breaks my heart. You guys know, if you watch a lot, that I have such an affinity for all animals. I love them so much. And it could be any animal, from a possum to a raccoon to a dog to a cat to I don't know, do birds get heat stroke? I don't know. But any animal. Just please call the shelter, because that just breaks your heart. That dog is precious, and that dog is okay. So that makes me really happy. I about cried when I watched that. It's so sweet. So and sad. So anyway, I'm glad it turned out well. But now let's take a look at the tsunami warnings that that we've been dealing with. And waves have hit nations across the Pacific after tsunami alerts were issued when a massive 8.8 magnitude quake struck off Russia's far eastern coast. Maybe you've heard about this. We've been talking about it this morning. This quake is tied for the 6th strongest ever recorded, if that tells you anything, and I think it should. It does. The tsunami's first wave hit Russia and Japan, where nearly 2 million people have been evacuated. The tsunami warning for the state of Hawaii has been downgraded to an advisory at this point, but authorities do continue to monitor conditions and urge returning residents to remain vigilant. Honolulu's mayor had told people to move to higher ground, and Hawaii's governor urged people to move immediately and evacuate coastal zones. We'll be watching, monitoring that, and have continued updates throughout the day. Thank you so much for joining the Weather Authority Weekday. It was great to see you. I'll see you again on the News at Noon.
See why every day more people are choosing News 4 Jax, Northeast Florida and South Georgia's #1 source for local news.